Hello, Simmers. We're back with some more Hockey Legacy Manager 25 Battle Royale mode as we are about to get underway with the Year 4 draft and headed to year number 5. So let's get right to it. All right, here we go. The 2028 draft is now underway. We are picking at number 20, so let's see who's on the board for us here. I think I'm liking the look of Colby Combe here. Is this center power forward, 65 offensive rating, 62 defensive. He had 49 points on the season and 68 games played in the OHL. So I think we'll be taking Colby Combe here. Welcome to the New Jersey Devils. And he has a 64 overall, 4 gold star potential. That's what you like to say. All right, pick number 72 now. There's this guy, Olofsson, a two-way forward who's got the 87 potential for the projected overall, but only a 46 offensive, 48 defensive, so he's going to take a while. However, we're already in the 3rd round. He's projected to be a 4th round pick, so it wouldn't necessarily be a stretch to take him, I don't think, at this point. He does seem to have the best potential out of any skater that we have uncovered here, so he might be worth taking just for that. So I think we'll be taking Olofsson here. Welcome to the New Jersey Devils, Roger Olofsson. He's a 47 overall, 4 gold star potential. Very nice. And now with this next pick, number 81, I think we should take a defenseman. We've already taken 2 forwards here. So I think I'd like to take a chance on Klingberg, Michael Klingberg. He's a 2-way defenseman with that dark red star potential, but he does have that 86 projected overall. 57 offensive rating, 58 defensive rating. Wait, hold on. Did the game just make a pick for me? There's no way that was 3 minutes. That was not 3 minutes. Yep, the game just made a pick for Yep, petrol was taken. There's no way that was 3 minutes. That did not feel like 3 minutes. The game timer must be glitching at this point because there's no way that was 3 minutes. Luckily, Klingberg is still on the board. The guy was going to take with that pick, so we may as well take him here. So Michael Klingberg, welcome to the New Jersey Devils. He's a 58 overall, 3.5 dark red star potential. All right, here we are in round number 5, pick number 120. I think we'll take Ahonen here. He is a offensive defenseman, supposed to go in the 4th round, 62 offensive rating, 58 defensive, and he's got that gold star motivation, so we will take him. Welcome to the New Jersey Devils, Kari Ahonen, and he is a 60 overall, but only a 2.5 gold star potential. That's a bit rough. All right, pick 144 now in the 6th round. I think we will take the offensive defenseman, Kevin Singleton. He's got the green star motivation, only the 47 offensive, 45 defensive, so he's not going to be ready anytime soon, it doesn't look like, but I do like that green star motivation, so we'll be taking him. Welcome to the New Jersey Devils. He's a 46 overall, 3.5 green star potential, so some good potential there for this point of the draft. And here we go, final pick of the draft, pick 168. We are on the clock. I think I'll be taking Alex Komaristi here. He is a 2-way defenseman, the gold star motivation, 46 offensive, 46 defensive, and he jumped 136 spots in the draft rankings since the preseason. So welcome to the New Jersey Devils, and he is a 46 overall with a 2.5 gold star potential. So that'll be it for the draft, and let's now simulate up to the contract extensions. So this should be interesting because we do have the contract of Hamilton expiring. Of course, we also have Strome, Glass, Fabry. Pretty big offseason here. I think my first priority here is going to be Strome. Yeah, I mean, he was good for us. He had 26 points in 31 games played last year. So I will do 2 years for 5.5 for Dylan Strome. Hamilton, I would like to renew. I mean, he had 79 points last season, so he's clearly still very effective even as a 35-year-old. So let's just get him for 1 year at 3.7 with a no movement clause. Send that offer to him. So let's simulate a day and see if we get Hamilton and Strome. Yes, we do. They have both accepted their deals. So now we're at 83.3 on the salary cap. We have roughly 10 mil to work with. And we still have to re-sign Glass, Fabry, Drury, Perunovic, Nason, Foot, Malek, Casey, and Haminaho. I don't know if we're signing all of those guys. I think I'd like to re-sign Jack Drury. He was pretty good for us on face-offs last year, although I think it depends on what he's asking for, 2.5 for 1 year, and I can get him down to 2.23. Yeah, we'll do that. I think I'll re-sign Fabry as well. He was pretty good for us last year. I think he had 18 goals, was it not? Yeah, 18 goals in 82 games played for 26 points, and I believe that was on the either the 3rd or 4th line without power play time. So that's a decent amount of goals for being a bottom 6 forward there. And he only wants 1 year for 1.9 effectively. So I will do that for him. I would also like to get Seamus Casey back. He only wants 1 year for less than $1 million. So we'll do that. In fact, I can get him for 2 years. So I think I'll give him 2 years instead. Haminaho will go with 3 years for 1.05. And then we'll advance a day and see how much money we have left. So all of them accepted their contract offers. Now we're up to 87.9 And we still have to re-sign Glass, Perunovic, Nason, and Foot. And then Malek. I think Nason can probably get released. He has a 46% on the Corsi 4 percentage last year. He had 21 points, so he was decent enough. He was good enough for the role he was in, but I think it's time to move on. He's getting up there in age as well, 35 now. Perunovic only played 17 games last year, so if he wants too much, 2.3. Yeah, not a fan. I think we'll release him. And as for Cody Glass, he only had 24 points last season in 81 games played. 49.6 on faceoffs, 52.7 Corsi 4 percentage. Then there's also Malek to consider. He had a 902 save percentage last year in 29 games played. 2 shutouts and a goal saved above average of -4 effectively. I think I will re-sign Malek, but only for 1 year. I'll go to 1.73 for 1 year for him. Then I think I'll release the rest of these guys right here. I'll sign these goalie prospects in Luhivara and Yegorov. Then I'll sign some of these RFAs here, but I think that'll be about it. I think I'd also like to get Wasselin signed. He's 20 years of age now, so I think he would be able to play in the AHL if I'm not mistaken. He's 76 overall, so let's get him over here. And I'll also sign Nordmark, Katavisto, Trofimov, and I think that'll be it for right now in terms of prospects. So that being said, I think we can advance up to July 1st now and see who is available in free agency. Oh, I mean, you have you have Austin Matthews, you have Brady Tkachuk, you have Clayton Keller, you have Andrei Vasilevsky. So not only do you have the star power in Matthews and Tkachuk, you also have a lot of depth in free agency this year. This is going to be very interesting free agency period. But before we go into free agency, let's see what we need. Wait, what? Why is Luke Hughes a defensive defenseman now? His defensive category must have surpassed his offensive category. So now he's considered a defensive defenseman. And that kind of throws a wrench in all the line chemistry that we've been building up over these past few years. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Nemetz was always a two-way defenseman, but Luke Hughes is now, for some reason, a defensive defenseman. And I mean, I'm still sure he would be capable of scoring, right? As a 92 overall, especially with that offensive category. But the line chemistry is the issue here, as our play style really does not favor defensive defensemen. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to move Salayev up to the second line with Hamilton. That's where he was before. Then it's going to be Casey with, I guess, Pesci. How many years are left on Pesci's contract? 2? Honestly, after looking over our lineup and making some mock lines over on my other screen here, I don't think we really need much out of this free agency, because what I currently have on the lines, you can't see it on this lineup because it's a read only right now, but I currently have Hughes, Heischer, Myers the first line. Second line is Kempe, Strome, Bratt. Third line is Fabry, Drury, and Haminaho the way it is currently. And then the fourth line, it will be Pettersson, Romano, and Pikkarainen. And then, of course, on defense will be Hughes and Nemetz, Salayev and Hamilton, and then Pesci and Casey. I think that'll be pretty good, especially for only having $4 million cap remaining, because it's not like we're going to be able to go out and get someone like Matthews or Tkachuk, right? So I think I like our roster the way it is, so we will simply advance up to the Hall of Fame inductions. And inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame this year are Jaromir Jagr, Jonathan Quick, Brent Burns, and Vincent Damphouse. Ooh, Roger Olofsson plus 12 to his overall. He was up to a 59 overall straight out of his draft. Kobe Combe is up to a 72 overall now, plus 8. So he got some good development. Mikko Eloranta up by 9, up to a 60 overall now. Petrel, Singleton, and Komaristi up by 7. Arsenault up by 5. Vasilevsky up by 4, as well as Yegorov and Ahonen. And you have Pikkarainen up to an 82 overall. Malek up to an 82. Then Hamilton and Fabry dropped by 2. So Hamilton's an 85 now. Ooh. Brady Wasselin suffers a 5-month injury. That is unfortunate. Yeah, and this is a key development year for him too. He's a 75 overall now, 20 years of age. That sucks. That's going to be the majority of the season there. Okay, actually, what I think we could use is first of all, a 7th defenseman, and then also a backup center. Because I would like Romano to get some NHL time this year, but if he's not ready, then I would like to get a veteran to take his place. And I think that'll be Ryan Donato. He's got a 79 faceoffs, 82 overall, 32 years of age, two-way forward, and he does not want too much money either, so that's good enough for me. Now let's get a backup offensive defenseman as well. Adam Bachvis might be someone we pursue here. 82 overall, 28 years of age, right-handed offensive defenseman. And despite the fact that he had 35 points for the Islanders last year, he was not given a contract, at least not until now. So 1 year for .829, send him that offer. And both Adam Bachvis and Ryan Donato have signed. Actually, now that I look at Romano's face, he only has a 54 for faceoffs. Fabri's faceoffs are at a 70, so he would be doing much better there at the fourth line center. All right, so here's what our lines are looking like going into year number 5. You have Hughes, Heischer, Meyer on the first line, Kempe, Strome, Bratt on the second, Haminaho, Drury, and Pikkarainen on the third, and the fourth line currently Romano, Fabri, and Pettersson. Then on defense, you have Hughes and Nemetz, Salayev and Hamilton, and then Pesci and Casey. Scratch currently are Donato and Bachvist, and in goal you have Konovalov and Malek. Now, special teams power play is effectively the same as 5-on-5. Hughes, Heischer, Meyer, Hughes, and Nemetz. Then Kempe, Strome, Bratt, Casey, and Hamilton. Then on the penalty kill, you have Heischer, Meyer, Pesci, and Nemetz. And then Drury, Pikkarainen, Salayev, and Hughes. So I think with that, we'll begin the year 5 regular season simulation with your New Jersey Devils. All right, we're at the trade deadline now. We are 43, 16, and 6. It is safe to say we are in a playoff spot. We are the first in the Atlantic Division now, with 92 points and first in the league. So we're a pretty good team. We are a pretty good team here, and I don't think there's any reason to make any changes as we're seeing a lot of success here with this lineup. So I think we just go straight ahead to the end of the regular season. And we're now at the end of the regular season. We've finished first in the Atlantic, 51, 23, and 8, 110 points, and first in the league. So we need to make it 2 Stanley Cups in 3 seasons. But before we get to that, let's get to the player stats and see what everybody did. In goal, you have Malek with 42 games played and a .914 save percentage and 7 shutouts and a goal saved above average of 10.15. Then you have Konovalov in 38 games played with a .906 save percentage, 3 shutouts, and a goal saved above average of .11. And then Nico Dawes in 2 games played with a .915 save percentage. Skater-wise, you have Jack Hughes leading the way with 107 points. Then you have Nico with 81, Luke with 81 as well. Then you have Meyer with 75, Nemetz with 72, Strome with 70. Then you have Bratt with 69, Kempe with 65, Hamilton with 51. Then it drops off to Casey with 29, Fabri with 20, Romano with 20, Pettersson and Aminaho with 17, Pikkarainen with 15, Drury with 13, Pesci and Salayev with 10, and then Donato, Bachvist, and Filman all with 2. And to start out these playoffs, we'll be facing the 42, 35, and 5 Montreal Canadiens. So let's get right to it. Game number 1 of round number 1 underway. And that's a goal right off the bat for Oscar Pettersson from Romano and Fabri. Fourth line coming in clutch. Come on, guys. There's a goal for Slavkovsky from Montreal to make it 1-1. And that will be the end of the first period. We're tied at 1. There's a goal for Pikkarainen, the depth coming in clutch. Drury and Hamino with the assists. And then Hudson with the goal. But then Kempe from Strome and Nemetz makes it 3-2. And that'll be it for 2. But there's a goal for Caulfield at the start of the third period to make it tied at 3. But then Jesper Bratt with the goal. And then Hamilton on the power play, unassisted, makes it 5-3. Close this game off strong. Close this game off strong. There it is. We finish with a 5-3 victory in game number 1. 3 stars of game, Strome, Kempe, and Slavkovsky. All right, game number 2, we're underway. And no scoring in the first. So let's get something going in the second here, guys. There you go, Nico Hischier with a power play goal from Hughes and Nemetz, but then it's Mayo with the goal from Montreal to make it tied at 1. 2 very quick goals from Meyer and Line make it tied. And then Nemetz from Meyer and Hischier makes it tied at 3. We're in overtime now. Anything can happen. Power play for New Jersey, nothing doing. 4-on-4, nothing doing. We're headed to a second overtime. A lot of power plays here, nothing doing on any of them. Another power play, still nothing doing. I don't want to jinx it, but are we headed to... Yes, indeed, we are headed to a third overtime. Come on, guys. End it right here. Oh, man. This is going a while. Are we going to a... Oh, wow. Protus with 1:18 remaining in the third overtime. And we finally have a conclusion to this game. And that is a Montreal victory. 3 stars a game, Volokin, Hischier, and Meyer. Shots were 73-68. Wow, that was a long game. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Come on, guys. I know that last game was a long one, but let's try to. Oh man, not off to a good start here. Really not off to a good start here. 3 goals consecutively for the Montreal. Oh man, 4. All right, there you go. There's our first goal of the game. Meyer on the power play, unassisted. That's the deficit to 3, but we got a mountain to climb here. Come on, guys. And there's a goal for Suzuki to make it 5-1 heading into the third period. Kempe with the goal from Strome makes it 5-2, but then it's Demidov. And then Kempe with another one from Hamilton makes it Slavkovsky with the goal. I get it. Once again, I can't keep up with the speed of the scoring here, even though we're only going a minute at a time. And we have a 7-3 Montreal victory. Oh, man. 3 stars of the game, Slavkovsky, Demidov, and Suzuki. So we're down 2-1 in this series. We need a big game number 4 here. And all right, there you go. Jack Hughes with the goal to get things started from Hamilton and Salayev late in the first period. So we have the lead here in game number 4. But Montreal follows it up. Rohrer with the goal to make it tied at 1 halfway through the second period. And there's another goal from Montreal. Protas with the goal to make it 2-1 heading into the third. Not looking good. Oh man, Line. Yeah. This is unfortunate. Messar with the goal makes it 4-1. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. Come on, guys. That's a goal for Suzuki, and there's a goal for Strome late, and then Mayo with the goal to make it 6-2. The final score. Reinbacher, Hamilton, and Hudson are the 3 stars, and we're down 3-1 in the series. I think it's time for a line change. No, this has not been a good series for us. Luke Hughes with no points so far these playoffs. I think I want to load up that first line offensively. We'll go with Hughes, Strome, and Kempe, then Meyer, Hischier, and Bratt. I mean, I know it makes that second line chemistry yellow, but we do have a blue chemistry with the first line with Hughes, Strome, and Kempe, so I just want to see what happens here. I mean, we're down 3-1 in the series anyway. We may as well try it. So here we go. Game number 5, and that's a goal right off the bat for Patrick Line. Come on, guys. There you go. Patterson with the goal from Hughes and Nemetz to make it 1-1. All right, there you go. Bratt from Hughes and Hischier makes it 2-1. Solid first period. There's a goal for Kempe from Nemetz and Hughes to make it 3-1. We're getting somewhere. Now we just have to hold this lead. There it is. Bratt on the power play from Hamilton makes it 4-1. And Rohrer with a last-minute goal in the second period makes it 4-2. And then Slavkovsky and Doc make it tied at 4 in the third period. What are you doing, guys? 5 minutes left in the third. Come on, guys. Power play from Montreal. Good kill. Heading to overtime now. Power play for New Jersey. Come on, guys. We gotta get it. We gotta get it done in the power play. Another power play for New Jersey. There it is. Jesper Bratt with the power play goal. Or what I assumed was a power play goal, but is apparently not. From Nemetz and Hughes to make it a 5-4 victory. 3 stars of the game, Nemetz, Hughes, and Bratt. So we headed to game number 6 now. Come on, let's force a game 7. There it is. Dylan Strome from Kempe and Nemetz makes it 1-0. And that'll be it for the first, and New Hook with the goal early in the second period ties it at 1. But then it's Kempe from Hughes and Salayev to make it 2-1. Power play for New Jersey. It's a long one, goes nowhere. Oh man. All right, but we have a goal for Nico Hischier from Meyer, makes it 3-1. And there's 4-1. Nico Hischier again from Bratt and Meyer. Pesci with his first goal of the playoffs from Picarina. I can't even keep up all of a sudden. Jack Hughes with the power play goal from Luke and Nemetz. Then you have Kempe. We are scoring like crazy here in this game. 7-1 now is the score. And that will be the final. And we are headed to 7. Good job, boys. 3 stars of the game, Kempe, Hughes, and Hischier. Here we go. Game number 7 on home ice. Let's go to round number 2, boys. There it is. Patterson from Nemetz and Hughes, but Messar follows it up. And then Haminaho and Hughes makes it 3-1. We're scoring pretty quickly here. I guess I need to omit the assists from now on because that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep up. Line with the goal in the power play makes it 3-2 before the end of the first, I should say. And I guess we must have gotten all their scoring out of the system there as there we go. Casey with the goal from Drury and Picarina makes it 4-2 heading into the third period, where it's Caulfield with the goal to make it 4-3. But there it is, Kempe with his 7th of the playoffs from Hughes and Strome to make it 5-3. 5 minutes remaining. Can we close this game out? We do, and we win the series in 7. Let's go. 3 stars game, Hughes, Kempe, and Casey. So we came back down from 3-1, and we win against the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see what we have in the second round. It will be the Colorado Avalanche, who are 44, 33, and 5 on the regular season. Let's keep these same lines that we have that have been working for us the past 3 games into this series against Colorado. Get right to it. There's a goal for Jesper Bratt to start things out from Nemetz and Hischier, but then it's 2 quick goals from Drury and Kempe to make it 3-0. And we head in the locker room with a 3-goal lead, but there's Keller with the goal on the power play. Colorado must have signed him in offseason. No, I saw him in free agency there. And Fisher with the goal makes it 3-2. But Jack Hughes with the quick goal before the end of the second period makes it a 2-goal lead as we're up 4-2 now. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Still no scoring in this period until Prishkapov gets the goal. But it was not enough for Colorado as we win 4-3. 3 stars of the game are Makar, Hughes, and Nemetz. Here we go. Game number 2. We are up by 1 in the series. Let's make it 2. And there's a goal for Jack Drury unassisted to make it 1-0 halfway through the first period. That'll be it for 1. We're up by 1 heading into the second period. And there's a goal for Romano with his first playoff goal from Hughes and Fabry to make it 2-0. And heading to the third period now, still up by 2. 5 minutes remaining. There's another one. Dylan Strome from Hughes and Hamilton. And will that be it? Yes, indeed. We get the shutout in game number 2. 3 stars game, Malek, Hughes, and Strome. So we take a 2-0 series lead into Colorado. Feeling good about ourselves. Let's make it 3-0 here. Oh man, we were halfway through this period. We only just got our first shot halfway through the first period. And then there's 2 very quick goals by Curran and Kempe. We were tied at 1 heading to the second period here. And there's Kempe with a power play marker from Hamilton and Casey, make it 2-1. And then Hischier with the power play goal from Nemetz and Hughes to make it 3-1 heading into the third period. 2-1, and that'll do it for game number 3. We take a 3-0 series lead. 3 stars game, Malek, Kempe, and Hischier. So here we go, elimination game number 4. Let's not waste any time. There it is, Timo Meier with the goal right off the bat. He heard me through the screen from Hughes and Hischier, makes it 1-0. There you go, Nico Hischier and Jack Hughes with the goals, and Dylan Strome with the goal early in the second period makes it 4-0. There's 5-0, Dylan Strome from Hughes and Kempe. And it seems we have this series all but wrapped up here. We just need to finish off this game and hold this lead. There it is. Pettersson with the goal makes it 6-0 heading into the third period. There's a power play for Colorado. They had 2 quick goals to make it 6-2. Wait a minute. There's 6-3, but Hamilton makes it 7-3 with the unassisted goal. And that will just about do it. We win in 4 games over the Colorado Avalanche. 3 stars a game are Strome, Meier, and Hughes. And we have the Columbus Blue Jackets, who were 44, 30, and 8 on the regular season in this third round. So here we go, getting right to it. Game number 1 against Columbus underway. And there it is, right off the bat, Luke Hughes on the power play from Jack and Nemetz. But then it's, how do you even pronounce that? Nazco with the goal for Columbus makes it 1-1. But then it's Pettersson with the goal, his 5th of the playoffs from Hamilton. And then Fabry with his 1st of the playoffs from Nemetz and Hughes. It makes it 3-1 before the end of the first period. There's a goal for Columbus, Werenski with the goal. But then it's Haminaho from Drury and Hamilton to make it 4-2. Power play for Columbus, and that's a goal from Marchenko to make it 4-3. But then Meier from Hischier follows it up to make it 5-3. And we are heading into the third period up by 2. 10 minutes remaining in the third. Still no scoring in this period, but there it is. There's the first goal of the period from Lindstrom on the power play to make it 5-4. But then Meier makes it the 6-4 victory for your New Jersey Devils. We take a 1-0 series lead. 3 stars of the game, Werenski, Meier, and Hischier. Game number 2, let's take a 2-0 series lead. And there's 2 quick goals for Farabee and Hughes to make it 1-1. Hughes on the power play from Nemetz and Meier. And that'll do it for 1. We are tied at 1 heading into the second period. And there's a goal for Sillinger to make it 2-1 in favor of Columbus, but then followed up by Strome from Hughes and Kempe to make it 2-2. And we are headed into the third, tied at 2. And there's a goal from Meier from Hamilton and Hischier to make it 3-2. Power play for Columbus goes nowhere. Come on, guys. Hold this lead. Get me an insurance marker. Get me that insurance marker. Do we need it? And there it is. Hughes from Strome and Casey makes it the 4-2 victory. We go up 2-0 in the series. 3 stars again, Meier, Strome, and Werenski. It seems Timo Meier was actually injured in that game. It's a minor injury, thankfully, only 3 days recovery, but we are going to have to get somebody else in there. I think that's going to be Donato. We'll switch Bratt to the left and then get Pikkarainen up to that second line. All right, here we go. In Columbus now, and there's a goal right off the bat for Nemetz on the power play. And then Werenski follows it up to make it 1-1. There's a goal for Johnson, Kent Johnson for Columbus. Makes it 2-1, but then it's Hamilton from Nemetz and Hughes to make it 2, or tied at 2, I should say, heading into the second period. And there's a goal for Nazco to make it 3-2 Columbus in the second period, heading into the third, down by 1. And there's a goal for Hischier from Hughes and Pikkarainen to make it 3-3. But then Marchenko with the go-ahead goal for Columbus, and then followed up by Sulemans to make it 5-3. Come on, 2 quick goals here in New Jersey. 2 quick goals. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. That will be a 5-3 Columbus victory. 3 stars of the game are Hughes, Lindstrom, and Werenski. And now Timo Meier is back, so we'll get him back in the lineup and make the lines back to the way they were. And going into game number 4 now, we could take a 3-1 series lead. Let's do this. And there's the first goal of the game for Sulemans to make it 1-0 in favor of Columbus. But Jack Drury with the goal from Hamilton Pikkarainen makes it tied at 1 heading in the second period, whereas Lindstrom with the goal to make it 2-1 Columbus. But there's Hughes with the power play goal from Hughes. And then Werenski follows it up. So we are going back and forth here. Power play for New Jersey goes nowhere. Start of the third period, down by 1. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Get me a quick goal here. It's not going to happen. And Columbus gets the victory. We're tied at 2. 3 stars game, Sulemans, Lindstrom, and Fantilli. All right, we're back in New Jersey now, tied at 2 in the series. Let's get the victory on home ice. There it is. Nemets from Hughes and Strome makes it 1-0. And then Strome on the power play from Bratt and Kempe to make it 2-0. Power play for Columbus goes nowhere. Albeit for the first, or the second period up by 2. And there's a goal for Monahan to make it 2-1 heading into the third period. Get me an insurance marker, New Jersey. There it is. Jack Hughes from Strome makes it 3-1. Love when I manifest goals like that. All right, come on. 5 minutes remaining. And there's a goal for Werenski to make it 3-2. And that'll be it. We take a 3-2 series lead in game number 5. 3 stars of the game are Strome, Werenski, and Hughes. All right, going back to Columbus now for game number 6. Let's win it this time. There's the first goal of the game for them. Pinelli with the goal on the power play makes it 1-0. But then Meyer on the power play from Nemets and Hughes makes it 1-1 heading into the second period. And there's a goal for Sillinger from Sulemans and Werenski to make it 2-1 in favor of Columbus. 3-1 Columbus. Johnson with the unassisted goal. And it seems the home team so far in this series has had the advantage here. Which if we apply that same logic to game number 7, assuming we go there, which it looks like we may very well. First there's a goal for Fabry from Hughes, makes it 3-2. And that'll be it for the game. We lose 3-2. We're going to 7. 3 stars game, Sulemans, Camiso, and Hughes. But as I was saying, if we apply that same logic here, then it goes to follow that we should win this game number 7. So let's get right into it. Game 7 against Columbus underway. And that's a goal for Pinelli right off the bat to make it 1-0. Come on, New Jersey. Oh man, Sulemans with the goal makes it 2-0. And that'll be it for the first. We have no goals in the first period from your New Jersey Devils. And that's another one for Columbus, 4-0. Not looking good. We got a mountain to climb here in the second half of this game. And it gets ever higher as Marchenko with the goal. Olivier with the goal, 6-0 before we get our first from Kempe on the power play, but it is not looking good. We need a miracle comeback here in the third. Jesper Bratt with the power play goal. Wait a minute, Nico Hischier with the goal. Makes it 6-3, but it looks like it was way too little, way too late as Columbus wins game number 7, 6-3. 3 stars of the game, Pinelli, Marchenko, and Johnson. And we're out in the third round. So before we advance to the awards, let's take a look at the playoff stats. In goal, you have Melek in 18 games played with a .905 save percentage and 1 shutout. And skater-wise, you have 22 points for Jack Hughes, 20 for Luke, 19 for Kempe and Nemets, 18 for Strome, 15 for Nico, 14 for Hamilton, 13 for Meyer, 12 for Bratt, 8 for Drury, 6 for Casey, 5 for Pettersson and Pikkarainen, 4 for Fabry, 3 for Romano, Haminaho, and Salayev, and then 1 for Pesci, and then nothing for Donato in 1 game played. And your 2029 Stanley Cup champions are the Columbus Blue Jackets. They went through Vancouver, Minnesota, your New Jersey Devils, and the Pittsburgh Penguins in the final. So now let's see the awards. The Stanley Cup for the second consecutive year goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And of course, we won the President's Trophy the second consecutive year, so we are the regular season champions, but the Columbus Blue Jackets, they have found a way to pull through in the playoffs these past 2 years. For the Heart, you have Nikita Kucherov with 152 points. My goodness, that's crazy. 96 assists and 56 goals. Wow. Then for the Calder, you have Osmanis of Ottawa with 70 points on his rookie season. Then for the Maurice Richard, you have Pasternak with 60 goals on the season. For the Ted Lindsay Award, you have Kucherov with 96 assists. For the Bobby Orr Trophy, which is actually the Selke Trophy, it is Kent Johnson with a 54.7 Corsi for percentage. For the actual Bobby Orr Trophy, it is Quinn Hughes this time, so the Hughes brothers going back and forth there a little bit. For the Norris Trophy is Simon Nemets with a 53.5 Corsi for percentage. For the Vezina, it is Dustin Wolf of Calgary. And for the Jack Adams, it is Sheldon Keefe of your New Jersey Devils. So, I mean, we did well during the regular season, but unfortunately, we were outed in the playoffs in the third round by the Stanley Cup champion Columbus Blue Jackets. And here are the retirements this year. You have Tyler Toffoli retiring, Jimmy Vesey, Tomas Nosek, Brian Dumoulin, Andre Palat, and Reed Boucher all retiring. And then other notable retirements, you have Andrzej Kopitar, Eric Carlson, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Alex Petrangelo, Justin Falk, Chris Kreider, Braden Shen, Nazem Kadri. We already saw Toffoli. And then there's Orlov as well. And then Charlie Coyle and Reed Boucher with the career-ending injuries. And the 2 teams being eliminated at the end of this season are the Winnipeg Jets and the New York Islanders. So we are now down to 22 teams in the league. So I think with all that being done, we will wrap things up here. But of course, not before I thank the channel members. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I know I say it at the end of every video, but I genuinely do mean it. Thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one where we go through year number 6 of this Battle Royale franchise mode.